Good morning, all my dear student of SYBSc physics class. In previous lecture, we studied the definition of lens, then types of lenses, then specially about the converging and diverging phenomenon. And we also studied some important terms which are often used in connection with a lens. For example, center of curvature, then radius of curvature, axis of lens, optical centers, poles of the lens, etc. Now we have to also study one more important term which is in connection with a lens, and that is nothing but principal focus. What is principal focus? In order to understand this concept, consider a convex lens CL. Now here consider a beam of parallel light which are coming from left and incident on the lens here. When this parallel beam of light coming parallel to the principal axis, okay. Now here the beam converge after refraction and meet at a point F on the principal plane after refraction through the lens, okay. What I say, see once again, consider a beam of parallel light coming parallel to the principal axis of the lens, and in case of this convex lens, the beam converge and meet at a single point F on the principal axis after refraction through the lens, okay. Now if we replace the lens, if we consider concave lens, now in case of this concave lens, what happen? In case of this concave lens, the beam of parallel light, this beam of parallel light diverges and appears to come focus from point F after reflection through the lens. This point F in case of a concave lens and this point F in case of convex lens is known as principal focus. Have you got it? This is very important. Okay. Now we are going to study the next point, sign convention. Sign convention is very, very important when we study the lens, specifically when we study the formation of formation of images by using lens. So to study the formation of image using lens, it is essential to specify distances as well as heights of object and height of images from certain reference point. Make your concentration what I am going to tell you. We are going to study sign convention, and to study the formation of images using lens, it is very essential to specify distances, heights of object, height of images from certain reference point, and for this purpose different sign conventions are used in practices. We shall follow the easiest convention of sign. We shall follow the easiest convention of sign, that is coordinate geometry. What I say? We use or we are going to follow, or we shall follow the easiest convention of sign, that is coordination geometry, because we already familiar with this. Because as we studied the Cartesian coordinate system in geometry, we are very familiar with this. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, both the axes are perpendicular to each other, and when these two axes are intersect to each other, the point of intersection is O. Now, this is the first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant, and we always rotate in anti-clockwise direction. In first quadrant, plus is there, because plus is to the right of the, minus is to the left of the origin, positive is above the x-axis and negative above the, below the x-axis. So coordinates having plus, here coordinates having minus, and having coordinates having minus, and here in fourth quadrant there is a plus minus. Like this or similar to this, we are going to follow the easiest convention of sign, that is coordinate geometry. As I told you that we are already familiar with this convention. Okay. So, see here what we have to do. The widely followed new sign Cartesian sign convention are given here. I am telling you about widely followed new Cartesian sign conventions. Okay. So, see here, make your concentration here. In this figure, this is x-axis, this is origin, this is y-axis. Okay. Now, see here, from the left, to the left of the origin, there is a negative axial distance, and to the right of the origin there is a positive axial distance. Below the x-axis, the distance below the x-axis is negative, and the distance above the axis is positive. Okay. You have to always remember this. I am again going to repeat. The distance measured from the center or optical center of the lens towards the left is negative axial distance, and the distance measured from the optical center towards the right is positive axial distance. And when we measure the distance below the x-axis, this is negative distance, and when we are going to measure the distance above the x-axis, that will be the positive distance. Okay. By considering this, there are certain rules. I am going to tell you one by one. See here, first things, all figures are drawn such that the incident ray travels from left to right, from this side to this side, from left to right. Okay. And one more thing, object should be placed towards the left of the lens. What I say, all the figures are drawn such that the incident rays travels from left to right, and object should be placed to the left of the lens. Okay. Now, second important thing, all distances measured from the optical center of the lens or pole, this is pole of the lens or optical center is chosen as a origin. Second thing, all distances are measured from the optical center of the lens. Okay. The pole or optical center is chosen as a origin when we are going to measure the distance. We should have to consider O as a origin, optical center as a origin or pole as a origin. In this figure, O is the optical center or pole of the lens. Okay. Third thing, distance measured towards the left, that is from the lens towards left hand side, that distance, all the distances are negative. What I say? The distances measured to the left of the pole or optical center are negative and all those to the right are positive. Okay. Then fourth one, distance measured above the axis, principal axis, the distance measured above the principal axis are positive distances, and the distances measured below the principal axis are negative distances. Okay. This figure always represent the sign conventions as I told you. And the last one, the angle which a ray make with the x-axis or the angle which a ray makes with the axis of the lens is taken as positive, when axis to be rotated through an acute angle in anti-clockwise direction. What I say? Suppose this is the angle. Angle should be measured like this. What I say? The angle which a ray make with the axis of lens is always taken as a positive when the axis is to be rotated through an acute angle in anti-clockwise direction. To make it coincide with the ray. Okay. I am again going to repeat this one because this is very important. The angle which a ray make with the axis of the lens is taken as positive when the axis is to be rotated through an acute angle in anti-clockwise direction to make it coincide with the ray. Okay. According to sign convention, for concave lens, R1 is negative and R2 is positive. And according to sign convention, if the lens is convex, then R1 is positive and R2 is negative. Okay. The focal length of convex lens is always positive. Suppose this is when the distance between optical center and focus. This is the focal length, and this the focal length, according to the sign convention, this focal length is positive. So you should have to remember forever that if you are considered convex lens, then in case of convex lens, according to this sign convention, radius of curvature R1 is positive and radius of curvature R2 is negative. Okay. And when you are going to consider concave lens, then according to this sign convention, R1 is negative whereas R2 is positive. Okay. And what I say? According to this sign convention, focal length of convex lens is positive and focal length of concave lens is negative. This is also very important. Okay. Now, we are going to see next point, that is lens equation. Lens equation. What is lens equation? Objective question may be asked in the format of answer in one sentence, or in the format of multiple choice question, or in the format of true and false. Objective question may be asked on this point. on this Lenz equation. What is Lenz equation? Lenz equation is the equation connecting focal length, then object distance and image distance. Okay, let us say Lenz equation is the equation which connects the focal length of the lens with distance of object minus distance of object and distance of image. So in a single sentence there is a definition of Lenz equation. Lenz equation is the equation connecting focal length of the lens with distances of objects and images. Okay. To obtain Lenz equation, consider this figure. In this figure, this is a convex lens whose optical center is C. The object AB is placed toward the left of the optical center and image is formed toward the right of lens. Okay. So, to obtain Lenz equation, when we consider such type of figure, here the distance between optical center C and focus F is focal length. What is focal length? Focal length is the distance between optical center and principal focus of the convex lens. So this is the focal length here. Okay. Now when we place an object towards the left of the lens, the object distance is always minus u as per this nu sign convention. And when the rays are coming from the object and after refraction they come to focus at point B prime and image is formed, real image is formed toward the right of the lens L, and this image is A prime B prime and the image distance is V as per this nu sign convention. Okay. Now we have to obtain the Lenz equation like this. So we have to follow the geometry. See the figure, and in this figure let AB is the object and this object be situated on the principal axis of the lens. Consider two rays BC and BD. Okay. The ray BD, this ray goes parallel to the principal axis. After refraction it passes through focus F. Okay. The ray BC passes through the optical center C, and since the object is situated beyond the beyond the focal length, obviously, so beyond the focal length of convex lens, obviously a real image, this is a real image, is found to this position. Okay. Now in this figure, triangle ABC and triangle A prime B prime C, that is this triangle. ABC is this triangle and A prime B prime C is this triangle. These two triangles are similar. Therefore, from geometry we can write or we can obtain like this: A prime B prime, that means this, so only this side divided by this side, that is AB upon A prime B prime, is equal to this distance upon this distance, AC upon what? B prime C. Okay. Suppose this is equation 1. Similarly, another triangle CDF, that means this triangle CDF, and triangle, which is another triangle, this one, A prime B prime F, triangle A prime B prime F, both are the similar triangle. Therefore, here also we can write CD, this distance divided by this distance a prime b prime is equal to CF upon a prime f. Okay. Okay. Suppose this is equation 2. But in figure AB is equal to CD. AB is equal to CD. Therefore, here we can replace this CD by AB and we have AB upon A prime B prime is equal to CF upon A prime F. This is equation 3. Okay. Then you can compare equation 1 and equation 2. What is equation? Equation 1 is AB upon A prime B prime is equal to AC upon B prime C and AB is equal to A prime B prime, sorry, AB upon A prime B prime is equal to CF upon A prime F. So, we after equating these two equations, this and this, we have AC upon B prime C is equal to CF upon A prime F. Okay. But in figure A prime F, that means this distance is equal to this distance minus this distance, that is A prime F is equal to CF minus, sorry, A prime C minus CF. This distance A prime F is equal to this total distance A prime C minus CF. Therefore, replace this term by this term, we have AC upon B prime C is equal to CF upon A prime C minus CF. Now, this is equation 4. Now, in this equation, we can replace AC, B prime C, CF by the distances which are by considering new sign convention system. According to this new sign convention, AC is minus U. B prime C, that is B prime C is, what is B prime C? That is this, B prime C is V. Okay. Now, CF is equal to minus F. Therefore, we have AC is equal to what? Minus U. B prime C, sorry, not B prime C. What? V. BC distance is A prime C, not B prime C. Okay. A prime C. Good. Just a minute. A prime C. Okay. This is A prime C. This also A prime C. A prime C, correct. This is the correction. A prime C. So, A prime C, this distance is V. And lastly, CF is equal to what? F. Therefore, substitute the value of AC, A prime C and CF in this equation. We have minus U upon V is equal to F upon AC, A prime C is equal to V minus F. solve this. Simply take the multiplication of this term with this term is equal to this term with this term. We have minus u into v minus f is equal to v f. Now divide by u v f thoroughly. Dividing this equation thoroughly by u v f, we have simply 1 upon v, or simplify this equation, minus u v minus minus plus u f is equal to v f. And now dividing this equation throughout by u v and f. When you divide by u v f to this equation, obviously we have 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v minus 1 upon u, and this is the Lenz equation. Okay, this equation is known as Lenz equation or Lenz formula, because this equation connect the focal length of the lens with the distances of object and images. Okay, now here remember that in the present situation, the object is placed beyond the focal length f. So we will get the real image of object AB is A prime B prime. If we place the object instead of this position, if we place the object here, that means what? In between focal length and optical center, what happen? The image, virtual image, instead of this place, image will be formed here, and this is virtual image. Here also the same application is applicable. Here also the focal length of the lens is connected with object distance and image distance. Even though if we replace the convex lens by concave lens, then there also the relation between focal length and object and image distances are same. That means this equation, that is 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. This is the Lenz equation, and this Lenz equation is always applicable anywhere, even though there may be any type of lens or at any place or in a single sentence. We can say that it should be noted that whatever the type of lens may be, and image formed by it may be real or virtual, but u, v and f are always connected by this way. That is 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. In this way, we studied the Lenz equation or Lenz formula. In next lecture, we will study the Lenz maker equation. Till then, we shall stop here. Have a good day. Thank you.